of work, you need to make decisions that will affect every part of like the business. So everyone needs to give their opinion in order to be better for the whole business. So we kind of use that as a swarm intelligence.
Thank you so much. Let's continue. Luz Andrea, here is your question. Hello, this is your question. Luz Andrea, how does swarm intelligence help animals?
Being in groups can help animals um, gather food, hunt, help each other, and find meat.
Okay. Let's continue. Valeria. Valeria, question number 5. How do individuals in human smart swarms have to do?
I put that the individuals in the smart swarm have to do many things, and they also have many things in common, like the animals, like the swarm intelligence help them to, for example, to find solutions to different cases in which their lives are in risk. And also, I put that, for example, in the humans, they help eat to find new things.
Okay, thank you so much. Guys, just in case, the responses you are providing to me when I ask you the question, it's not like you are telling me something that if it's a question in an intonation like this, okay? You have just to respond what it's the idea or how you understood this question, okay? But just provide me the answer you finally understood based on the reading, based on the video, and based on all the explanation we have analyzed in these questions, okay? Thank you so much, Lucero. Lucero, question 2. It says, how can understanding smart swarms affect technology?
Affects I it had a good effect. They also helps to improve technology, especially in robots that they use small intelligence.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's continue. Please, our friend Jose Ignacio. Jose Ignacio, how do humans use swarm intelligence?
It was not question free.
Yes, we listen to you, my dear Ugas. Yes.
Okay. For example, First, I want to make a for example of animals that birds see other birds. For example, how to in, in a place like a park where is the food, and they go and take the food, see that they saw the other birds where to take. And for example, in humans, in a new place, we, for example, in my case, I see the people who were in the place before me, and I see where they go and where are the places, and I copy the for example, I want to see where is the bathroom. I see uh, a person who go to different places, and I identify where is the bathroom.
Thank you so much. So just to conclude, is the idea of the benefits, no, to find a solution, and they cooperate to find in this way the objective, no, that it's, as you put it in example, this place for some emergency. Okay, Jose, thank you so much. Let's going to continue. Leah. Here we go, Leah. Leah, question 4. How do humans use swarm intelligence?
First, I would like to define what is the smart swarm. The smart swarm is a team that in which the individuals of the group are respond to one another to give power to the group and lead with different difficulties. Um, Responding to the answering to the question, humans use smart swarm for doing collaborative work. Um, in the in the book, it's mentioned the example of Wikipedia that have millions of articles in many different languages, and anyone can contribute or edit them.
Very good, Leah. In a collaborative way, humans do this concept, no? And they put in the reading an example of online encyclopedias like Wikipedia. Excellent, Leah. Excellent. Let's continue, please. Valentina. Here we go, Valentina. Question 1, it says, what is the author main idea? And can you mention one example of smart swarms?
Before I respond to the question, I would like to define what is a smart swarm. And a smart swarm is a team where members share information with each other so that as a group, they can respond to each other and to their environment and, well, to deal with difficulties. And the example that the author gave us are the birds that they don't need a leader who tells them what to do. They watch others to follow simple rules.
Thank you so much, Valentina. María Gracia. María Gracia, what is for you the author main idea about smart swarms, and what is one example of this?
The main idea on the author is that a smart is a group of individuals, uh,
that work together. An example can be the birds.
Okay. Thank you so much, Maria Gracia. Let's going to continue, please. Alexandra Rios. Okay, Ale, how do humans use swarm intelligence?
For example, it can be in a place of work because they are in constant collaboration, working together to finish their job quickly. And if one were to be absent, another person will replace it so as not to affect the process.
Thank you so much. Let's going to continue. Fabiana. Okay. Okay, Fabiana, what do individuals in human smart swarms have to do? Nope. I can't hear you.
Miss, creo que su audio no funciona, porque sí tiene el micrófono, tenía el micrófono desactivado y estaba hablando, pero no se le escuchaba.
Fabiana, can you leave the session and be again? Probably it's your connection of internet. Leave and enter. I'm going to allow you to enter. Okay. Let's going to continue. Lucia. Yes. Excellent. Lucia, what is your response of question number 5? What do individuals in human smart swarms have to do?
They need to act responsibly and make their own decisions, because if they are following the other one or making the exact same thing as the other one without thinking from themselves, it's not going to work.
Okay, so when you mean take their own decisions, in what ways do you think they behave?
Well, one of the examples of the reading was in the animal case, that they act for their own self. They not necessarily do the exact same thing as the other. But if we need to talk about humans, for example, in our case, it could be, I don't know, when we are driving, if everyone goes to the exact same place or in the exact same direction, in the exact same everything, it's not gonna work. And it also needs to have like, you need to act responsibly and think before you act, being conscious of what the other would do also. So you can, for example, just cross by and think, oh yeah, I need to go fast because I want to get early to my job, without thinking about the rest. I don't know if you got my point.
Yes, that is practically what means empathy, no? It's not just to consider me, it's what is the consequence it will do on others, no? Okay, thank you. Let's continue, Mauricio. Okay, Mauricio, how does swarm intelligence help animals?
Well, I think that animals use the smart intelligence because they work in groups. I I don't know if you understand me,
Yes.
and that's the work that we have to do. That we have to work together, and not only for my work.
Mhm. Thank you so much. Mauricio. Let's going to continue. María Clara. Question 5. Please, María Clara.
Miss, I'm not sure, but I think that like they have to work together for the same, I don't know, purpose. I don't know. I don't answer that question.
Mhm. Okay. But you know what is the smart swarm concept?
Yes, like work together, I think.
I'm going to guide you in order that you can tell me something about this question, okay? You know the concept. So based on this concept, what do you think humans need to do? Based on the concept that you know what is swarm intelligence, what do you think humans, no, this race, have to do?
I think that we can learn to work together as, for example, ants, like they look for the beneficial of the group, so we can do the same because sometimes we don't look for we are too selfish, so maybe we can learn to work together for the same meta.
Achievement, goal, task.
Yes, for the same goal.
Okay, sweetie. Thank you so much. Let's going to continue. Fabi, what about now? Can you do it? Let's
Miss,
try.
can you hear me?
Oh, of course. I know that you can make it. Okay, we switch the question this time, Fabi. And tell me what is the author's main idea about this reading? What is one example that can tell me the main idea?
Yeah, it's how the animals or humans can coordinate with each other and work to perform a common goal. And an example is to the colonization of the ants that they try to find their new nests, and also the grouping of the birds.
Okay, excellent. Colonization. Very good, Fabiana. Let's continue, please. Stephanie. Steffi, here we go with your question. Again, Steffi, what is the main idea of the author and what is one example?
Well, I found that a smart swarm is a group of individuals who respond to another and to their environment in ways that give them the power of as a group to cope with uncertainty, complexity, and one example is like take beers, where These birds come to rest on ledge of buildings surrounding the park. Then something responds them, and they are off again in synchronized sight.
Synchronize. Side. Very good, Steffi. Thank you so much. Let's going to continue. Gabriel. Here we go, Gabriel. Gabriel, question 4. How do humans use swarms intelligence?
Swarm intelligence is a taxonomy was obtained for evolutionary computing techniques. Between swarm intelligence, each other evolutionary algorithms, and all overview of the different techniques on applications. I think that the swarm intelligence that the human use is applied when, for example, working team or other things that like that.
Thank you so much, Gabrielito. Let's continue, please. Marcelo Manuel, our friend. Yes, my dear.
Hello, Miss.
Hello. Question 5. What do individuals in human smart swarms have to do? I think that is one of the questions of your friend that is with you that he in the session couldn't answer, unfortunately. Yes. Marcelo, let's see.
Who?
Your friend besides to you. He couldn't answer this question. That was the question. He said, I prepared from number 1 to 4, but you asked me the question that I haven't done. Let's see if you can do it. Neither.
No, okay. So I think that as an example, I could take the like ant that had like what the ant that was supposed to like find the home for all the other ants, and like she went back to all the other ones to like guide them. So comparing them to humans, I would say that like humans have to kind of do the same thing. Like always try to like guide the other group. So like they can work in the smart swarm, because a smart swarm is like working in groups. So, so yeah.
And based on this that you mentioned about, well, in general, by doing great decisions, no, that benefits all the group members of the group. Do you think animals can make errors as humans in taking decisions?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course, no?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Marcelo. Okay, let's continue with Marianita. Yes, he's besides. I know he didn't want to be recognized. Yes, Abel. Okay, I suppose you have to be in class, Abel.
Miss, can you mute my audio, please?
I'm going to try. Okay, I think I done. Yes. Don't feel ashamed. Mariana, are you ready, Marianita? Yes, Marianita, let's going to continue. La lucky, Marianita. It's question 1 that it's about author's main idea and what is one example of smart swarms.
Okay, so taking in consideration that a smart swarm is a group of individuals that react to each other to survive or by instinct in a collaborative way without a leader. In the text, they gave us many examples, but I chose the one that was a bit general, where they say that in general, many animals travel together in big numbers, so they are safe from predators. And they also mentioned in this type of example about the decentralized control in the animal world. And in the picture, they mentioned a specific one that was the wild beast travel, where they are many. So when a predator attacks, they have more possibilities to escape.
Very good, Mariana. I think this time you really obtain information in the text that complement well your ideas. Congratulations. Let's continue. Alexandra Linares. Alexandra Linares, question 1. What is the author main idea and what is one of the examples of smart swarms?
Miss, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. As we know, the smart swarm is a group of individuals that respond to each other and to their environment with the objective of having a better strategy or a better plan to be able to lead against different situations. The main idea of the author is that animals, despite not speaking, communicate in other ways, as for example, in the case of ants, they like use a kind of pheromones that are realized from their bodies, and in order to work in a collaborative way. One example can be when some fishes, sardines, they act like a single entity to defend themselves from predators like sharks or other fishes.
So you point out these 2 examples. You put in this case a school of fish, huh? Like we mentioned in the text. Very good. Okay, let's going to continue. I was looking the word that you point out about the pronunciation. It's sardine. Sardine. Okay, sardines. Camila Iparraguirre. Let's continue. Camila Iparraguirre, question 3. How does swarm intelligence help animals?
Miss, you hear me? You listen to me?
Yes.
I think that being in groups can help animals gather food, hunt, help each other find a mate. Me?
Yes, I listen to you. Sorry, Camila, because I'm just listening. I'm paying attention about finding a mate. You mentioned about that. In that way, that helps about swarm intelligence to find a mate. Okay, can you mention any of the species we mentioned in the reading? Which animal it's talking about this, to find a mate with the concept of swarm intelligence? We talk about sardines, we talk about a kind of butterflies, then we talk about pigeons. Which of these animals we focus about finding a mate?
Lions.
Okay, thank you so much. And finally, but not least, Macarena León. Macarena León, question number 4. How do humans use swarm intelligence?
I would like to start explaining what I understand by Smart Swarm. For me, it's a group of, well, individuals, but in this case, it's humans that work with each other, reacting to each other and their environment to help with different difficulties and challenges that they may face daily. The text, as for example Leah has said, that the text give us is that through Wikipedia and online encyclopedia, humans can share information and have collaborative intelligence by adding and editing the information that is in this encyclopedia. But also humans use their knowledge in smart swarms to program robots that may help us in the future with different things like helping people in natural disasters or to find prisoners or fugitives.
Very good, Macarena. You point out the two aspects about engines, no? In this case, these robots, no? Through natural disaster and avoiding, no? Some human victims also in the process of rescuing someone. Very good. And the second one that you point out is the idea of a collaborative way through Wikipedia. All members can edit, find, and this information obtained there. Very good, Macarena León. Excellent. Okay, guys, so I think we finished with this. Unfortunately, Macarena Franco is not present today. And I hope things are getting better to her and to his family. Okay, let's going to move on to the second part of this task. Please open your books. There we have just this vocabulary in exercise C, and we will practice about the synonyms. I would like that you circle from number 1 to number 5. What is the best synonym in this statement? If it suggests or if it's urges, discuss or calls for, argues and disputes, mentions or questions, claims and provides, okay? Find the synonym in this text that we have with 5 statements. Here we have also some sentences that can provide the idea of all. Probably you would say, but both seems the same, no? Not the same. It's not the same to say claim and provide. When you claim, it's because you tell something that it's true. And provide is just to give. Okay, so let's going to check answers about number 1 to number 5. Let's see. Don't get distracted with another device, please. Focus on the questions that you have in your text. Okay, so let's going to start. Chiarita, what is your response in question number 1?
Miss, sorry, I'm having some problems, so there's the reason to turn off my.
Fabi, what about you? What do you think is the answer? Suggest or urges? Mhm.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, of course.
I think it's suggest.
Uh-huh. Okay, but take a look about the statement, Fabi. It says to take immediate action on these critical issues.
It's urge you.
Aha, excellent, very good. No, based on the context. Okay, your first thought is the idea for suggest, but it says for just us. Okay, guys. Next class we are going to continue by providing these synonyms, and you have to read carefully because based on the context you need to